Hey guys, it's Michael. So I don't have any locks or guitar for you today, but I do have some puzzles, and I hope you guys enjoy them. This is my first time trying to solve any of these puzzles, my first time actually purchasing them. I figured it would be right up my alley, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching me struggle with these things. I got a level 2, the bishop, which is what we're going to solve today, and a level 3, which is the violin. And I think it's 1 to 6 for Hanayama, so this is probably about a medium difficulty. And I'll do this on a later video for you guys. But we're going to start a little easier today. And the goal in this one is to find the little coin. It's got some nice weight to it. Feels well made. Alright, so I notice right away this piece on the bottom here kind of spins and then locks up. You can kind of see it there. And it kind of clicks down. There's a small gap in between these two pieces here. This top piece spins. And I think it's spring-loaded. So let's try to maybe gotta do both of those together. And there is this little cutout up top. I'm not really sure what that's for. These seem to be our only two moving parts, so it's got to be one of these. Maybe it's an orientation thing. Let's try. It locks right in there. I do hear something kind of rattling around in there. Not sure if it's just the coin or if we got other moving pieces. And I don't think that plunger comes out, but it's got to have something to do with getting this base off. Man, for a level 2, this is actually quite perplexing. Gotta be honest. Maybe one of my first puzzles, but still, quite a challenge. Not really sure where to go from here, what else I can do to try to get that open. Let's try this. So it just freely spins when it's upside down. I feel like that plunger might have just come out a little more. Not sure. It just keeps rotating and locking into that same spot. Maybe the plunger's got to be at a certain point. Just snapping it while putting pressure on the base. Nope. Well, it's spinning, it didn't work. A lot more of a challenge than I was anticipating, that's for sure. Let's read the packaging. Finding the coin is good luck, lucky penny. It's believed to bring good luck to anyone. Alright. No hints there. And we don't really have any information on here about the puzzle itself. All we can see is that that base does come off. It's just a matter of messing with it until we figure out how. Excited to get this open and see exactly how this works. It's going to be quite interesting. know, it has to have something to do with this plunger though. Otherwise, I don't know why it would be there. But imagine we gotta be lifting this and maybe rotating this. It must pull something out of the way, maybe a pin. Feel like we got a lot of movement there. Kind of see that rocks back and forth. And it's possible that that plunger at the top might even need to be angled at the right spot to allow this to come open. I'm not entirely sure, but that's my guess. It's not really giving me much, I gotta be honest. It just keeps clicking back into that same spot. I'm not feeling any more give. Just kind of holding the base while it's in that locked position and adjusting the plunger. Trying to pull it up at various different heights and angles. Wow. This is a very good quality puzzle. Quite pleased with it. Lately I've been getting a lot of blocks, and I end up just picking them in about, the first couple attempts, and it takes the fun out of picking sometimes. And to get something that's a little bit more challenging can be rather expensive, so it's nice to find something like this that you don't have to spend a ton of money on to get a good challenge out of it. Ooh, extra click there. Start dropping the plunger, pulling it up again. And I know once I figure out the solution, I'm just gonna be face palming for days. I'll probably be able to figure it out right after that. Hopefully every time. But until you get that solution, you are just in the weeds. Really nothing to go on. Let's try spinning it upside down. What does it say on the bottom? Just Hanayama chess puzzle. So let's try this. That's where it's locked up. And that locks up in a slightly different area. You have to turn it like maybe an extra 25 degrees. I'll show you guys real quick. So it's locked up right there. And if you see where these words land, see, it's a little further past where it was initially, so maybe that's a clue. It's got some crazy internal mechanism in there keeping me out. Well, there we go, guys. I'm not really sure what just happened there. I kind of felt a little bit of a give on the base. There's our coin. So let's see. So we got this little metal locking lug here, and I'm not really sure what this is. This looks like a spring-loaded locking lug, maybe. Yep, there we go. And it falls out right there. So somehow we get that to retract, and that's how it came out. I'm not entirely sure how I did that, so I wouldn't 100% call that a solve. We still got to get it back together. There's that little cutout there for the metal lug on the side. There's our base. All right, guys. So there's that coin. It sits right in there. Let's see if we can get this back together. I think the real challenge is going to be getting that pin to go back in. Let's see if we can do that first, and then we can slide it right back in there. Oh, okay, I see. So it is an orientation thing. There is some sort of ball bearing. I just felt it slide down to the tip here. So when you release this plunger and hold it upside down, it allows this pin to fall in. But if you're holding it upright and you allow that, see how that's kind of sticking up there? And you allow that to come back out, there, now that's flush. That ball bearing gets trapped behind it. Let's see if that works. Yep, there we go. Falls right back in. And that should allow us to get this back on. Yep. Try to get that flush again. Oh, we lost the bottom of it. That's okay though. Where'd our coin go? All right, we got it. So that's flush. Line that up. Kind of jiggles in place there. Trying to get that ball bearing to go back down. Let's see where it is. Right there. All right. Almost harder to put back together than it was to get it apart. All right, so it's out there. It's not going back in, but I felt that ball bearing drop, or that plunger drop. So there's got to be something else stopping us. There we go. Just went right back in flush. All right, let's try this once again. There we go. And she is back together, guys. Well, sorry about the lengthy video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Bishop puzzle by Hanayama. It's a level 2. I suggest you guys picking them up today if you're looking for something a little different besides, you know, locks or anything. And I'll be pulling out this violin for you guys in the next couple days and doing a video on it for you. Have a great day.